Oh, I thought we were going to have to loop through that level many times. I built protections into the system. When overlaps occurred, the world generated a splitter to remove unwanted additionals. It's like a white blood cell. It investigates, it captures, and it removes from play. Former senior systems architect. I don't have enough time to read who these people are giving these bits and pieces of background knowledge. Who's this? Shitty little jump.
Laura was pleased this one was behind a wall. Maybe he'd never know what she could do. Maybe they could just have a conversation. Hang out.
What could Laura do?
He didn't find out what she could do. Which would never happen so long as they stayed separate.
Okay, so it is a contact-based power. Gotcha. Ah, well, no, this makes sense.
Laura didn't have time to worry about the ominous pixel cloud. It had been following her for some time, and it had kept itself to itself until now.
I also was about to make comment.
More important was the little orange thing, which was looking at her in a way that she kind of, well, liked.
I was going to make mention of the ominous pixel cloud that was hanging out down here. But yes, what Laura can do is Laura's a bounce pad, which immediately makes her useful to Chris. I hope that this is a deeper relationship than just useful.
As the square, who had shyly introduced himself as Chris, bounced atop Laura, she began to worry that he was just using her like all the others had. They'd all bounced too, and then they disappeared when her back was turned.
I don't think that they'd disappeared.
Only the ominous pixel cloud ever remains, looking a little bigger and a little less hungry with every disappearing friend.
I was also going to say, this is what Chris was doing off while there was adventures going on. And yes, the ominous pixel cloud, I think is safe to say, is eating your friends there, Laura.
With every bounce, Laura found herself less and less irritated by Chris. She started to miss him when he wasn't there, on another platform or something.
Do I want to bounce Chris up there? Maybe? Oh, well. Yes, but I would like the elevator to come back down, thank goodness. Got a little worried there.
What he was up to? Was he missing her? He wasn't saying very much.
I don't know if Chris has a large vocabulary to start saying things with initially, other than just grumble grumble. Vaulting Fool, though, that one's gonna stick with me. The pixel cloud. Ooh, don't.
Was in love. She was perfect. He had to tell her so.
Aw, Chris, buddy.
At some point, he would definitely tell her.
Ooh.
Probably best to wait for a moment the large, ominous pixel cloud wasn't about, though. Yeah, probably best to wait.
How am I getting... Chris across here? Because when she bounces, as I was showing earlier, you can't really carry anyone with you. That's the problem. But we're making it. I'm landing these one-wide jumps like a champ. Beauty. Oh, everyone's back.
Chris was massively disappointed to run into the gang again. He'd enjoyed the alone time with his new girlfriend.
Were they even dating? Did you even mention her? There. I have stopped the bounce party for now. Through I don't know what means, but I definitely did that.
Was it too early to refer to Laura as his girlfriend? Only if I say it out loud, he told himself. He didn't want to scare her off.
Yeah, Chris, you're being a little creepy. Being a little creeper. And John. Ah, there we go. The bouncing noise happens. Let's immediately not have Chris down there. We put Chris in a bad way. I don't know why I thought Chris would want to come down here, but that is not what we want. And I don't want to soft lock us through dumb idiot nonsense that I'm doing. There we go. So, a big part of the charm of this game, if I'm being honest, is also the excellent music that is, frankly, overwhelming everything in the recording right now that I will have to adjust volume levels for down the line. But I'm a big fan of this soundtrack. I've been listening to it since it came out. I one of the few soundtracks I actually own for the indie games that I enjoy. I don't know why. It's just nice and physical sounding, I guess, is one way to put it. Okay, you need to go over here. It's got lots of little, like, clicks and clanks to it that are quite enjoyable. There we go. I've somehow locked you from bouncing correctly.
The others seemed suspicious of Laura and the eager-looking pixel cloud of death which seemed to be watching her. Sure, they'd use her inherent bounciness to reach slightly higher jump points, but they wouldn't strike up a conversation with her. Chris found them rude. Rude? And always there.
Don't you hate hangers-on? Nope, Thomas is alone again for a moment, but for a moment. I find it odd that they never really gave a reason for the sometimes there, sometimes not party members. I get the split attention between Laura and Claire. That made sense to me. Now I'm going to need to use you to ferry her across. Yes. That is the key. As we clip you into the ground and you just float a little bit. And finally, Chris being separated gets all the way to his goal, which was what that nonsense was for.
The others wouldn't drop it. Who's that cloud guy? Why is he following us? What's that rumbling hungry sound he keeps making? Chris, can we just leave Laura behind?
Oh, really? We're wanting to leave Laura behind? Is the cloud thing following specifically Laura? This elevator pattern I am less than enamored with, and hope that I can get Laura up here without too much fuss. The others I'm not so worried about. Yeah, Laura's jump is able to make it, but boy, this is tedious. Well, maybe I can get sneaky with it. Oh, well, I missed my chance with Laura, and they fell off for some reason. Why? I don't know. Nope, we just have to do this one at a time, it turns out. Grumble, grumble. Don't squish them, that would be bad. Yeah, the repeated actions part of this game is a bit of a problem. Oh, sticky, I guess.
Rude.
Yeah, I would say it's a little bit rude, but also, you know, life and death, although we haven't really seen the death, unless that's what happened to Claire. At least you can, shortcut. Oh, where are we actually hidden? Are we... Is there something we're doing here? What? Who am I bringing what and where? Am I bringing you all up there, or is this going to drop something down? I'm bringing you all up there. That's... Ooh. Poor blimey. How are we even gonna get you up there reasonably? Like this? This is gonna go poorly for you in a second. Yeah, that was one way to handle that physics interaction. Let's see if we can't physics interaction that again, or break everything and have to restart this level. No, you just get bumped out of the way. Would rather you not be bouncing if you don't mind. I might be able to get both of you on here if I'm clever. I am clever. I'm the cleverest boy. But no such luck getting Thomas off there in a decent amount of time. What is our end goal here? Hoping that our phases meet correctly? I guess so. There we go. It just happened eventually on that one. Wild, rude, weird. I didn't like it. And also Laura's still here. Fine. Did you need to go anywhere? Not particularly? Oh, yes, I guess, actually. That button just hadn't appeared.
Her new gang. She liked Chris. She liked having friends. These ones seem to be sticking around too. Not like those losers from before.
We had before losers? Well, yeah, the ones that were etted. That's right. Well, that's not gonna very well do what I needed to... Oh. James over. James over, please restart. Don't let anyone die. Noted.
Laura liked her new gang. She liked Chris. She liked having friends. These ones seem to be sticking around too. Not like those losers from before.
There we go. A little bit more secure on this one. Unfortunately, the water level rising is broken. Is broken? Did we, Third time's the charm. I wouldn't worry about it. I don't know why that didn't work. Just do the thing. Do you actually have to hit the water and not my head? Was that what the problem was? Did I do something
Laura
too
liked
soon?
her new gang. She liked Chris. She liked having friends. These ones seem to be sticking around too. Not like those losers from before.
Okay. You please raise the water level this time, right? Something wrong with that trigger, I guess. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Careful, careful. Is this enough uppage to get me where I need to be? No? What's the plan here then? Oh, I guess that worked. Somehow, magically. I don't know what I did there, but it was enough, whatever it was. I had my order of operations all screwy. Okay, you need to hit that.
It was getting closer. It was spending more and more time hovering around. Laura could tell it was making the others uncomfortable.
You can at least get on top of Thomas. That's fine. Then you can get up there. And I think that's enough for the jumpening to be safe. Ooh, but you on that side was going to be rough. We can also beat it here. Nope, that was enough to get around. But I would really appreciate if y'all were stacked up correctly. Now, just don't die, dunk Thomas in the gold pit, and we are all golden.